Hello. Hey, gotta ask. This chap that subscribed to me. His name is Rabbi Shlomo sheklesteinburgwitz, the 6 millionth. Dude, I'm going to leave my email down underneath here, because I tell you what, I was thinking about, I was driving the truck today, man, and every time I thought of that, Rabbi Shlomo sheklesteinburgwitz, the 6 millionth, it just made me laugh, man. And I had to do a video on it, because because what's consciousness doing there, right? Who are you? Who are you? Now you could be like, you could be a Jewish person, eh? You could be, eh? And I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave my email underneath here, and I want you to contact me, man. And I think we should talk, because that's like, see, you can't, you do that fucking well, man, that fucking name. And I know you got more you want to say, and I think I would like to help you with articulation, because what I'm seeing there, that you would have that as your name. Either you could be a Jew that's like whatever, or you could be anyone, whoever you are, right? You've compartmentalized the political sphere. Okay, that's what I think I'm saying. You've compartmentalized the political sphere away from your consciousness. So you acknowledge consciousness, like, fully. Yeah, even though you don't even know it's there, and that's why I say in a previous vid, in the Revelation of the 8 Laws, there's a very special place in the Tenal for people that have been faithful to consciousness while unknowing of Essence's presence, right? And this is what I'm seeing with this title here. And so that's a hugely significant thing to me, you see, that you would compartmentalise this whole political thing. And the great elephant in the room of the political thing, right, the Jewish friggin' thing, and it's not even a Jewish thing, it is this cult. It's a cult of people that, they're Jewish, yeah, and they are heavily piggybacking on reputations, okay, as part of their camouflage, right, but actually secretly this little conspiracy theory elite group, the Illuminati, and as they have been known, what they are is they've turned anxiety into a deity, and they're doing things in keeping with the political correctness of anxiety, and that's why they've got all this control. They have to have all the money, and they have to have all this control over communications. Okay, so just like the rest of the world, 90% of Jewish people, they're not even like, they don't act Jewish at all. They're just average middle class people. They just do what the rest of us do. They just, that's it, man. And even with APAC's data, their statistics, most Jewish people don't give a crap about politics or religion, actually. And they actually embrace consciousness, which is why they love America. They love American lifestyle, and this is the thing of it. So you talk about American way and American values. What you're actually doing is you're talking about consciousness. That is the American way of life, is to express consciousness, right? And that's why America's, expressed so many amazing things like electric guitars, invented all sorts of stuff, right? They invented the internet, right? Computers, and they've invented the dramatic movie thing. They've really gone down on the movie thing, man. Like, even though it's kind of fallen off a cliff in the last 5 years because of this political environment, it's like, and So yeah, I would invite you to contact me, and that we should talk, because you've got this friggin' channel, right? Rabbi Shlomo, sheklesteinburgwitz, the 6 millionth, and you've got 36 subscribers and no content. Okay, no content. Well, guess what? You have lots of content, actually. You have amazing content. Because the name that you use, this is what the political optics of your name is. Okay, is that you value consciousness greatly, and that's why you compartmentalise this political thing over here, and you make a joke about it, right? And that's what I get from this, and I'm thinking all these other subscribers have done the same thing, man. They think a hell of a lot that you've actually, in keeping with the 8 laws, in keeping with the first 2 laws, in keeping with the first 2 laws, maximum allowable communication of consciousness of about 10%, from 10% to 3% actually, you have waved the great flag of consciousness very boldly with that, and so that's why I say that's what I'm seeing in it. That's why I've fucking laughed today, man, every time I thought about it. And you've got 36 subscribers without any content. How'd you pull that one off, man? So look, I would say, get in contact with me. I think we have much to talk about, and so that's my whole point, what I'm doing, and you've subscribed to me, and that's fantastic, man. And because I am the rally point, okay, of consciousness. People are calling me like the prophet of consciousness, right? Because I'm exclusively sticking up for consciousness, exclusively channeling consciousness, right? And I just put my foot down, man, and you know what, whenever anxiety tries to take control of what's going on, nah, I'm pointing out, I don't care if I lose jobs or whatever the fuck, don't give a shit, right? I'm going to stick up for consciousness, man. And I can't go wrong. And you see, this thing doesn't exist. Consciousness effectively doesn't exist while the world believes that anxiety is wisdom. Okay? And with all the evidence in the world and in history of people believing that conventional wisdom is that anxiety is actually virtuous as well. And so you go along this political correct line, the political correctness of anxiety, and so you've got this is the civilization we've got, And so I propose to have a rally point, to have people come along and have something tangible to be able to acknowledge consciousness, and that's what I've done, I think, by making anxiety tangible, right? By looking at its behaviour and that it controlled language and thought, well, it's a political entity. So now there's something tangible to think about, and game over, man. Game over. And so I think it's amazing. It's completely amazing. It's actually the most shocking, amazing science fiction story I've ever heard of, and I've heard of all of them. I think on that subject, just quietly about movies, I think the Riddick story has got the best legs for more movies, and the Judge Dredd thing absolutely needs more thinking. And yeah, so on that line, if my political party works out, I'm going to start a movie company, or someone could donate like millions of dollars to my cause and help me. And I would start a movie company because I think I would like to just completely reinvent science fiction. Because, they've got all these stories, and invariably these movies are short stories, actually, Great big blockbuster movies, man, it's actually a short story. I mean, even The Lord of the Rings actually was a short story. So, and it's got a beginning, middle and end, right? And so I believe this. I believe I would have science fiction where the philosophy and the philosophy underlying the stories is actually this maxim that motorcyclists know all too well, which is the journey is the destination. And that's an acknowledgement of consciousness in itself, because this is consciousness, because I believe, consciousness has been around a long time, and it's going to be around a long time, and I believe that as soon as that, say I die, I will immediately go into the next human person, born, conceived. It's been doing that the whole time. And that's what's been going on. And so yeah, that's the thing of it. The rally point thing is very big to me. I've got to get this message out, and so there you go. Rabbi Shlomo, sheklesteinburgwitz, the 6 millionth. I would be honoured to have your presence in my email box, and we should talk about what a great big Freudian slip your name is, and we could add to our consciousness, man. This. Anyway, yeah, cool. I thought I'd just say that about that, and nice one.